Hey, welcome to the episode of Palm Trees in Progress Presents on NBC KCAA 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1050 AM in the Inland Empire and worldwide on streaming platforms. I'm your host, Eric Xavier Soul, Osorio, and joined with us as always is the better half of the show, Andrew Berkeley Big Dog. Tavares is not here yet, but our senior correspondent in studio with us. What is going on? Yo, how you doing, man?
Doing great, man. So you always turn my microphone off, and you do that on purpose.
Oh, I didn't even know you were in studio, actually. So, as always, we got a great show planned for the listeners. We'll be chopping up, going over some news articles that we skimmed and pretended to read. Ferron Dozier is just talking behind me right during a live broadcast. Crazy work. But we'll be chopping up. Andrew's going to be I guess Ferron didn't get the hint. Ferron, get out of here. Ferron, get gone. Want to say hi to all the audience? Want to say hi to the audience? Want to say hi to the audience?
What's up, audience?
Let's go! Hey, for anyone who didn't catch the Ferron Dozier show over the past hour, you guys are going to want to make sure to check that out. YouTube, KCAA app, all over the places. And there was a nice little Genuine reference. I don't know if you guys tuned into the last hour block. He was inspired by the Genuine classic In Those Jeans. And it was, do you want to talk about it? Are you still there?
He left.
And it was, you right there, bro? You want to talk about it a little bit? I was hoping for like a Weird Al Yankovic kind of thing going on, but here you go.
What do you want to talk about?
The new promo, the In the Jeans thing that you just did.
Oh yeah. So I have a PSA for sickle cell trait called "What's in Your Jeans." And it actually was inspired by Genuine. If you know Genuine song, "Any More Room for Me in Those Jeans." I took that idea and flipped it into my sickle cell trait conversation because sickle cell trait is an inherited gene. And so I had this vision of two guys meeting at a bus stop, strangers, talking about stuff. And then this girl walks by in these jeans and we're like, dang, what's in them jeans? And she's like, you really want to know? And then she drops muscle spasms. She gives all her symptoms, her real symptoms. Turquoise Thompson. She gives her real symptoms. And then the guy that I'm sitting next to says, man, my mom told me I had sickle cell trait when I was younger, but I didn't realize until I had my little girl. And then then that's his real story. And then my story is, oh, I have sickle cell trait. Yeah, I collapsed in the military, blah, blah, blah. So that PSA was real life public service announcement. And then the fourth guy who was supposed to be there just to help do the sound, he was like, I thought that was just black disease. No, it's Hispanics, Caucasian, Mediterranean. And so those four people, including myself in that PSA, was real life stories, a vision I had for almost 5.5 years. I found the bus stop and we got cameras and we filmed it and I was able to edit and record it in like 3 months. So from a 5.5 year idea to actually bringing it to fulfilling it in 2016 is a blessing, man. So thank you for allowing me to share that on your platform, man.
Yeah, dude, if it was closer to the Weird Al Yankovic parody song, I'd be playing it right now. I was like, dude, if it's there, I'd be upset also you didn't holler at me to do the vocals.
I couldn't use his music either because, I gotta get permission.
Fair enough. All right. Make sure all the listeners tune in to Ferron Dozier Show every Tuesday at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and on all streaming platforms, Ferron Dozier Show. Thanks, Big Dog. Appreciate you, man. Woo! All right. So who do we have in studio right here? Do you want to hand that the lovely lady the microphone as well?
Sir.
Yep. So who do we have in studio? Hey, how's it going, guys? We got Kai and I'm sorry, it was Christy?
Christy, yes.
Oh, why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and why you guys are here?
Go ahead, man.
Scoot on the so you could be. I'm not sure why I'm here. I'm gonna figure that out. But I run a youth-based nonprofit.
Do you mind pulling the mic a little closer?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, try flip. No, I'm sorry. I think it might got switched off.
Can you hear me?
There we go. There we go.
Okay,
all right.
good. So you didn't hear
I blame
that.
No, we did, but I blame the engineer for that.
Okay, I blame the engineer too.
Yeah, he sucks.
So yeah, I'm Christy. I'm from Compton. I run a youth-based nonprofit in the city of Compton, and then I also help individuals start their own businesses, nonprofits, you name it. So I'm here to fall in line where I fall in line.
Oh, all right, on. Okay, and ma'am, what are you doing here?
Hello, everyone.
By the way, thank you for joining us, everybody.
Hi, I am Melinda Peart, and I run a nonprofit called Refocus on You. And I'm out here because I'm advocating for those who have been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease or some kind of illness, and they just need help. They just need to know, what do I do? And that's what I do. You know, I help them to know what they should do.
Okay, so that's how you know the friend Ferron Dozier over there.
Actually, I just met him.
Oh, really? Okay, 'cause he's a
Yes.
big advocate for the cells.
Lupus and some other
Sickle.
sickle cell anemia, right?
Yes,
exactly.
So, I mean, I soaked up a lot of game from being able to work with him for the past couple years. I had no idea about that, and I was like, wow, I didn't know the numbers that it affects people.
Yes.
So it is
Yes.
it is important stuff for out there. And what are you doing here, Dodgers hat? This is Angel's household.
Here we go. That's why you put this little red thing on there too.
It was a little bit of a subliminal diss. Sorry.
I know.
How was your weekend, man?
Oh.
Kai, what's going on, man?
Hey,
Why
how's
don't
it
you
going,
introduce
guys?
yourself?
This is Kai from Stronger Together Now, and just letting people know about the options and the things that exist in the community and just better ways to come together and be stronger.
Awesome. I met you. You were here for, was it the I Love San Bernardino show?
Yeah,
With
I was
Robert
here
Porter?
about a couple weeks ago with Yanni and Mr. Porter, and just talking about the same thing. So I guess apparently somebody canceled, so you guys got me again today. So
Thank you.
let's go.
Most of the time, our guests don't on air call me out for last minute invites, but appreciate that. And when you said a week ago, I almost took off my hat and did a Bobby Schmurda. But that's awesome. I reached out originally because you and the organizations that you work with or for, you guys have a comedy club, or you wanted
Yeah,
to...
so we have a number of things that we're doing at the moment. We have the Post, which we had briefly talked about, the Post, which is at 475 West 4th Street in the city of San Bernardino, and we do a
Not a
number
stone's
of
throw
things.
away, huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, right around the corner. So we do a number of things. We're always looking to collaborate. We're always looking for people that want to do different things. So these young ladies, they might be in the polls. They might be bringing some of their programs and some of their people as well. So overall, it's just a communal space. If anyone wants to do anything different, if anyone just kind of wants to find a place that they can call their own and just really find like-minded people, come to the polls.
Awesome. Heck yeah. And then where could they find all that?
We have Stronger Together Online is our normal page, strongertogetheronline.com, and then also our Instagram page at Stronger Together Now.
Let's go. Okay, awesome. So everyone, make sure to look that up and follow that. Man, long weekend, big weekend. Couchcella. Couchcella. How is everyone enjoying the Couchcella? Unfortunately, Coachella's out of my price range. But Couchcella is a little something I can afford. I don't want to bawl and brag in front of you guys, but I can afford Wi-Fi and I can afford internet. So if you just got YouTube, go ahead and just type in Coachella, and you got the best view. Are you guys familiar with this at all?
No, not at all.
Oh, have you guys experienced Coachella?
100%.
Oh, right. Okay. So what was your
My favorite one that I experienced?
Yes.
Like overall?
Yeah, I would love to hear overall and then this past year's as well.
Well, overall is definitely Beyonce's Couchcella.
Nice.
Beyonce's
Oh, Queen Bee?
Couch. Yes.
Yeah, a diva is a female version of a hustler.
Exactly.
I think I learned that from her.
Yeah, and she's a Virgo just like me. So
Oh, Kurt.
you know,
Oh, Kurt.
we mesh very well.
Awesome.
But yeah, that was good. And then for this past weekend, definitely Justin Bieber and all the things that he did with his freaking laptop and pulling up random YouTube videos, and that was different.
You know what? I was flexing a little bit in front of you guys about having the internet. I don't have YouTube Premium though.
Wow. Okay. All right.
So Homeboy did have YouTube Premium. If you did notice that, I would have loved to just see like a Blue Apron commercial.
Like ads?
yeah, in between on Coachella set, just like, all right, that's a good ad for them. I did hear that there was a pretty strategic reason why Justin Bieber did it via YouTube. Have you heard anything about that?
No,
Why?
I don't know that why. but-
Okay, so I guess it's because he sold his rights to all of his music. He sold his catalog.
Oh, okay.
So apparently there's a way that, because he got paid $10 million for this Coachella, what he got paid, which I guess normally their average quote for a headliner is like $2 to $3 million. So that he got paid the most and has no music he could actually play live at the show. So he didn't perform anything live. It was off YouTube Premium. So he's basically just playing music that. So there was a loophole where he's still able to cash out. I mean,
That makes sense why he did so many feature things. 'Cause
Yes.
he did the feature with Tim's and all of them. So that makes sense. Okay.
My favorite feature was the one with the D's the D's nuts gentleman.
Hey, you got a lady present, dude.
That's just what his name is, I think. But that was a good one. The two rainbow video. I don't know if you've seen that one. Okay.
Relax.
That just
relax, dude. It's a family show.
don't cancel me for calling out what the video was. But it was just a lot of stuff that I remember watching like via Tosh.0 era. So I was stoked for the Karol G performance. I don't know why that one stuck out to me for some reason. Maybe it's because it was like the first Latina headlining performance. Probably not that. It's probably not that the reason. But that was a good performance. Did you see hers?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, dude, check it out. You missed out. She killed it. What about you? You said no Coachella or Couchella?
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
But I would probably say the best one that I probably seen was the Tupac hologram. Probably. That's probably
Oh yeah, that was a crazy
it.
one.
Yeah, that's probably it for me.
Do they have a Coolio hologram, or is that a thing that I saw once online?
Probably a thing you saw.
Yeah,
I made it
what's
up
online?
too. I think the Eazy-E one was a good one.
Which
They had
one?
Eazy-E, right? They had Eazy-E at one point.
Did they?
Yeah, dude. After Tupac.
I didn't know about that. I didn't know. But yeah, that is kind of an interesting thing. The holograms. I also seen more and more artists are signing their likeness to be able to be used as a hologram.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was it Chanel West Coast.
Your favorite.
Yeah. If we're talking about hip hop, we can't not talk about Chanel West Coast.
She's country now, dude. She's pop.
But she is. I saw something on her like it popped up on my feed that she also signed her likeness where you can kind of just like have her perform in your
Living room?
living room. What do they call that? The augmented reality.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you kind of just turn on the camera and wherever the backdrop is where they would pop up on your phone, which I think is crazy and kind of soulless. But I mean, hey, what do I know? What do I know?
And how much are you paying for that?
Right? How much would I pay for that? I don't want to talk about that on the
You're
air.
talking to a guy that's bought bathwater online before.
No, I didn't. It wasn't bathwater. It was Sydney Sweeney's soap that was used with bathwater. That new Euphoria season's crazy. I feel like we can go down a rabbit hole about how problematic that show
Not
is.
again.
Yeah, probably not though. We have some lovely ladies in the studio, so let's not dive down that rabbit hole. Is there anything you guys want to talk about while we have you in studio?
We can talk about anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey Arnold.
Arnold.
Hey Arnold, how the movie for Netflix was pretty good.
Oh, really? They got a Hey Arnold movie?
Sir, they have a Hey Arnold movie. It probably happened about like 5-6 years ago, and it was a continuation. Same cast, same writing staff. So it was like as if no time, like it was maybe like a year later from the last episode of Hey Arnold. And guess what? That closure that you never got of Hey Arnold just kind of stopping and not having last episode, you'll get that closure.
oh, so I'm gonna watch it then.
I suggested. It was a cool way to like be able to kind of indoctrinate my daughter to like Nickelodeon shows, because like the older ones, it's kind of duller animation. It's not as bright. This one's sharper. So I was like, hey,
Check this out.
What's this Hey Arnold? I don't know. And then throw it on, and she's like, oh, I guess this is pretty cool. I can't be too stoked about it, or else she'll be like, no, Dad. No, it's not.
Not cool.
I smell what's going on right now.
Tell them about your nonprofit.
Yeah, man.
About your nonprofit.
Oh, yeah, we'd love to hear about what your nonprofit does.
Yeah.
My nonprofit, it's called Children Striving Together.
Let's go.
Based in Compton. And we essentially assist youth ages 5 to 18 with mentorship program. That's the biggest thing. So we do it in cohorts. So we break the kids up into elementary, middle school, and high school, and we do cohorts. So coming up May 2nd, we're starting our 16th cohort, which is called the Entrepreneurship Lab. So it's 8 weeks of learning how to put their own business together. And at the end of the 8 weeks, they do a pitch competition, and they could win $750 is the first prize. Second prize is $500, and then the last prize is $250. So we do that because, children, of course, we want them to go to college and we want them to excel. But there's also a lot of youth that are great entrepreneurs, and you don't have to be 60 years old to be an entrepreneur. You can be 10 years old, you can be 12 years old, you can be 18. But we want to show them another way of being able to be independent young people with learning the all about the business, not just the fun stuff, not just the making a lot of money and the six figures and the millions and billions, but also why you're doing this. Who is your community? Who are you serving? What are you doing this for? And what's like your long-term goal? So that's something that we do within the nonprofit, as well as tutoring and then just life skills as a whole. We just had an Easter event. That was really cool. They made their own like Easter baskets, and we did egg hunts. We had to separate them because those big kids, they topple over those little ones. So,
Open up the mosh pit for those eggs.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're always doing something. Like I said, we've been around. We made 13 years on March 18th. So now,
Nice.
Thank you.
Right.
So now we're channeling the IE. We have a partnership with the Inland Empire, the IEHP Wellness Center. We have a partnership with them right across the street from the Tyler Mall. And now we're trying to get into the Post, work with Stronger Together now, because we think, it'll be beneficial out here to have more youth program, after school programming, and things of that nature. So
Oh yeah, definitely. That sounds amazing. Like I remember those kids in like school that would be like selling bags of chips or like,
I used to buy 'em.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like,
Sourville.
we kind of had like, my family coming back from Mexico all the time. We kind of had the plug for like Mexican candy. Allegedly.
It's gonna go the other way.
No.
Family show, Eric.
Mostly like the stuff with like
Jesus.
lead, allegedly with lead in it. All the
All the
Lucas.
bad
Yeah. Hey.
all the bad good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I remember being able to be like, oh, dude, we got the Tamarino, anything with that stuff, the Lucas, all the stuff.
Eric, can I donate some of your time since you have plenty of it? So if you have an inspiring audio
What's
engineer,
happening? I don't know what's happening.
I think Eric will donate an hour of audio engineer class back here. What do you think, Eric?
man.
Give back to the youth.
See that.
Well, anyways, I don't know why your mic cut out. That sounds great. I would love to, that's something I would love to donate.
Compton is going to meet San Bernardino and Eric.
For sure.
Perfect. No problem.
Oh, wow.
Sweet, let's go. All right, I've familiar with some artists from the CPT.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. Okay, I just wanted to
Make
say.
sure you say that like
You got to say it with your chest.
Oh,
Eric.
say it like confident?
Yeah.
I can't say anything confident, ma'am.
Yeah, you said CPT. I felt a little scared.
Yeah. Oh no, I was.
I
Did you not see me
shy.
avoid eye contact with you? I said. But yeah, that I will. If I don't have to make eye contact with anyone, then I think I could donate that hour.
Okay.
How you
You're gonna
doing?
donate it regardless because you
See,
said it.
Yes, sir.
oh man, see, she just punked me right now on the air, guys.
Compton.
Yes, sir.
This is the first time I got bullied on the air to do stuff. This is great. I gotta stop this. Well, that sounds amazing. And then what about I would love to hear more about your non-profit as well.
Sure. So Refocus on You is about you. It's about anybody who has been diagnosed with a illness, whether it's autoimmune, cancer, whatever it may be, and they don't know what's going on. They've got this illness. Doctors may say that it's in your head, or they may misdiagnose them or push them to the side. And so Refocus on You, what we do is we reach out to those who have something that they don't know what to do. They don't know how to manage it. They don't know how to, get rid of it, or just a lot of emotions dealing with a lot of things in their health. They think about, I don't understand how I got this disease. I ate right. I ran. I did this. I did this perfectly. How in the world could I get cancer? Or how in the world could I get this autoimmune disease? And so, what we do is we provide health education. We show people how it comes about, how you live your life. Like, we say accept the diagnosis, not the prognosis. So, don't get caught up in the illness. Look at what you can do, not what you cannot do. Okay. And so with Refocus on You, what we're going to be doing is providing a lot of health education. We've got some great, what they call functional medicine doctors, all right? And these doctors, they believe in getting to the root. And I'm going to tell you, it's really powerful because these doctors are expensive people, You can't just go to these doctors and pull out your insurance card. And so they have volunteered their time and they're going to be talking about some things. We're going to do some things online or even in person, but they're going to be talking about health education, the root of a problem of all diseases, getting down to the nitty gritty, answering those questions that doctors don't have no time for.
So do this also. Tell them that, you were diagnosed and that you actually lived longer than you were supposed to.
Right.
So she's actually been here, longer than her expiration date that the doctors gave her.
Yeah, I started this nonprofit because of the fact that I was diagnosed with a terminal illness, and they were like, you've got 7 years if you're lucky.
Wow.
And you're not gonna make it. It's just not gonna happen. And God be the glory, I kept on going, and things was good. I was on chemo, all kind of drugs, all kind of medication. But I think reality really kicked in in 2017. And here, like I said, I'm also an Air Force veteran, the VA.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. No problem. But I was at actually Loma Linda Hospital, and that's when the doctors were like, do you realize your lung disease is progressing and your lungs are gone? They're just gone, and you'd be lucky if you got 2 years left. And I'm like, wow. And then I go to the VA, and then they tell me the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. And then I go to UCLA. And they're telling me the same thing. It's like, what do you do? Well, you got 3 institutions telling you that you need a double lung transplant. You're not going to make it. And so it was deep. And I'm going to tell you, I had to go to God. I just had to go to God. And it's been, instead of 2 years, let me tell you, I remember when God said, no, I'm going to give you another chance. Let's go. And total, it's been 21 years, guys. Wow. It's been 21 years, and this is why this is how I started this nonprofit, to show others, to encourage others that don't give up. Just because you have an illness that you can't explain, you don't give up. You keep going. You trust in God, and so that's why. That's why I do what I do.
I'm with getting that diagnosis and what your nonprofit does, like how you were saying it makes you. It's not saying what could I've done different. It's dealing with the
right,
what the facts are. Hearing that news though, I feel like a little bit of you have to be like, Snoop Dogg gets to smoke all weed all day. Homeboy's kicking it still heavy, and I'm just gonna assume being in the Air Force you weren't participating in
no, I wasn't
cannabis.
participating.
Yeah. So I'd be like, gosh darn it, Mr. Snoop Dogg gets to, from the LBC, I believe.
Hey. That's right.
LBC.
Are you guys familiar with the last lecture by any chance?
No.
So there's this gentleman, Dr. Randy Posh, and he was a professor at Carnegie Mellon University. And he has this, it's on YouTube. There's like a 2-hour version of it. But the last lecture was something that he would assign his grad students. And essentially what would basically be what would your last lecture be about, right? So he gets diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And he has a great version, like a 10-minute version of it on Oprah. So he goes on and he starts talking about basically his life, and in a roundabout way is giving his last lecture. One of the coolest things, I guess, to see somebody like that accept the fact of his faith in the sense of terminal pancreatic cancer. Right. Physically, the guy's doing like pretty much like one-handed push-ups and everything, but then he talks about all his beginnings, his struggles, and everything else, and going through roadblocks, changing the course. He always talks about changing the course. He from wanting to play in the NFL to wanting to work for Disney, and everything kind of just landed on his lap towards the end. But then, spoiler alert, he did pass. But the last lecture was to his kids.
Yeah.
And leaving that legacy behind of in your words, like not to accept your failure, not to give up. So it's pretty inspiring.
I love the part when you said, he's talking about all these things, he's excited, he's doing this, he's doing that. That's the whole purpose. What happens is, when you go to the doctor and the doctor's like, you've got this illness, you don't have much time left, or you've got cancer, people just like, whoa, and they go into that why me, and everything becomes negative, and then it's like, but you've got to stay positive. You really do. It really makes a difference in how you are able to really live with that illness, and how you can overcome it. But I think that's a great thing. I think that's awesome. He wasn't. I mean, of course, I know he had his struggles and challenges, and probably behind closed doors, he probably shed a tear or two. But he went out there and had a real positive message.
Oh, like I've known Christine for, I would say, 6 years. I don't think I've ever seen her mad. She's probably been disappointed. But
Yeah.
It's funny that you were talking about cohorts. We actually met each other in a cohort at UCR. So we were learning kind of similar to what Chrissy was talking about, of like how to scale a nonprofit, how to create a nonprofit or a LLC, and doing pitch competitions, having interactions with other people in the groups, and just really learning how to like make your business or your nonprofit work. So it's kind of full circle that me and her have been working together for this long. But overall, every nonprofit is different. Every LLC is different. But I really like these young ladies because their focus is the community. And it does give young men, young women, black, brown, white, whatever nationality, whatever creed, like the knowledge and the know-how to make whatever you want to do work. A lot of people, they do go to work and they don't like what's going on at work, or a lot of people do get that prognosis and they don't like what's being said. So we're just really trying to figure out ways, again, to come together and work and be together and be strong, because the traditional route, unfortunately, is not working for a lot of people. And so when you're going to work, or when you're going to school, or when you're going to these places, not to, admonish them or say that they're not good or anything, but a lot of people just aren't really resonating with, hey, man, I'm going to go to work at 9, I'm going to get off at 5. And so, we are offering alternatives to the status quo. And there are ways that you can do things that you want to do. You can still work your job and work it part-time if need be. But we really want to encourage the community to do things that they enjoy. And maybe you do get another 21 years or 41 years. But overall, and I don't want to, beat the dead horse, but overall, people just aren't happy doing what society has told us that we need to do. And so if you can find other alternatives and find other ways to make yourself happy, definitely do so.
Yeah.
That's right.
For sure.
I actually was curious. You said you've, for the pitch ideas, like, and people in the past, or some of the kids, what are like some of the business pitches that you remember that won in the previous years? Do you off top?
Yeah.
Put your pen down, dude.
You're
not stealing from kids again.
This is the weed pen.
You're not stealing from kids again.
Oh, yeah. And so go ahead. And what was that? No.
So this one girl, it's so funny because when I got her and I started like coaching her through it, I had no faith in her because she just kind of like looked like she didn't want to be there. She just kind of was like, but she had this idea that she wanted to do a chicken spot and she wanted to do halal wings, and she's Muslim. So she was like, there's no places that we can go and eat chicken or whatever.
There's a market for that already, right?
Yeah.
That's smart.
I never even saw the word before. I didn't even know what it was. So we went, she went through the program and she started getting excited a little. The beginning is kind of boring because, you're learning the fundamentals and stuff. But once she started getting into like designing her logo and who her people are going to be and how she's going to come up with this whole idea, she got a little more excited. And so we were in a competition with other schools. It was about 32 schools. And she's in the 8th grade at this time. So 32 schools, and I'm just like, man, come on, girl, we gotta win because I'm competitive. So she started listening. I don't want to play Monopoly. Yeah, we competitive, but she started listening, and we got to that pitch competition, and you go through the first round. She went through the first round, which was via Zoom, and then the second round was in person. So she passed through the first round. We got to the second round. We got to the competition, and U.S. Bank was one of the sponsors at that time, and she won first place. And she was crying, and I was crying because I was just like, wow, I couldn't even believe that. So out of all of there's so many great ideas or whatever, but that was just one of the, I mean, I have like 3 more I could name, but that was one of the individuals that I just was like, man, you earned it.
Give her a little shout out. Give her a little shout out.
Well, her name was Anessa.
If you're listening.
Anessa,
If you're listening.
if you're listening, girl.
Don't forget little people.
You know,
right.
You know,
She's probably cooking the chicken right
she,
now.
she might have a food truck somewhere. I don't know, but
That's the way to go.
yeah,
now,
it was really cool. So I was like, this has to be a thing. Like, this has to be in more places. That's why we're pitching it to where it can be put into different schools and programs and things of that nature, because like Kai was just saying, the normal way, quote unquote, of how people live today it's different now. And going to these 9-to-5s or doing things that you don't like can be the cause of some of these sicknesses and some of these things that are happening to individuals. So it's like, okay, I'm not telling a child don't go to college. I'm not telling them that. But if they come to me and they say, Miss Christie, I'm not really into school, then I'm going to find them an alternative.
Yeah.
And that's going to be like, well, what do you like to do? And let's figure out how we can do. You're not going to be a bum, but I'm not going to say you got to go to Princeton or you got to go to Cal State Long Beach. Shout out to Cal State Long Beach because I went there. But anyway, I'm not going to tell them that. I'm going to just
Fullerton.
Cal State Long Beach.
RCC.
Cal State Long Beach. No. But yeah, I'm going to give them a positive outlook. And you know, sometimes they even have their families that are like very disappointed when you're like, well, I don't want to go to college. I actually want to be a music producer, or I actually want to be. Then you have to start breaking down. Okay, look at these music producers.
Trade schools, I think, is something that needs to be talked about as well. I feel like
100%.
Yeah, that's
so,
important. Of this, to your vein of like,
Yeah.
some of the not every kid learns the same way.
Yes.
So these different trade schools, the different hands-on, you know, that's an opportunity that I don't think. Obviously, when I was in high school, we didn't talk about trade schools.
Right.
If you went to a trade school, it was kind of like, you know,
what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when I, as an adult now, it's like a lot of my friends that went to trade schools or whatever else, they're, you know, were the first to buy a house.
Yeah,
You know? Like,
yeah.
I'm living in my mom's house, guys.
Yeah, we talk about checks
Shout
and
out to Mom.
balances
Yeah.
all the time.
My roommate.
Yeah, we talk about checks and balances all the time. Like, I always tell the kids, like, everyone can't be a CEO because someone has to flip the burger. Someone has
Right.
to do the accounting. Someone has to clean the toilets. Like, there is a position for everyone. But what I do teach them and let them know is, like, no matter what you want to do, you can do it. You're just not going to be a bum. I say that meaning, like,
Love that.
you're not going to not do anything. We're going to find
Not gonna be
something
lazy.
for you in whatever way that has to be. But you're not going to just, you know, sit on the couch and watch Hey Arnold. You know, you're not going to do that.
Got him. Eric,
show.
in all seriousness, and I never give Eric his flowers, but I think Eric's a great example of doing something within the realm of what he enjoys.
I hate this stuff.
No, you don't. You know, I think to your point, like the traditional way of doing things, I think, you know, I have a 17-year-old, happy belated birthday, my love, Brooklyn. She just turned 17 on Sunday.
Birthday.
And you know what? And she's gonna hate me for talking about this, but we're at a crossroad right now where she was running for ASB president, and she finished second. So she's next year's ASB vice president. Okay. And I think for us, you know, as parents, and
You
we
said she
try to-
disappointed you, right?
yeah. Through you were there when I got the call and I broke that. No. But in all seriousness, it's like my wife and I, you know, we parent our kids in the way of, obviously they set their standards, they set their goals. You know, and I think a lot of nonverbals, right, come from our parents as far as the foundation that's laid. In the essence of like success, right? So what is success? I think for somebody, you know, if you start at the bottom, any little step up is a form of success. Being out here in the Inland Empire, excuse me, and I think that's why, you know, we have a lot of people that sit at this table and they talk about giving back to the community and they show up. And I think that's the beauty of nonprofits and organizations that basically put their time where they're, you know, where their mouth is, in a sense.
Yeah.
They're showing up. And I always go back to like Eric Sports talk, Eric.
Yee! I'm a big sports fan, obviously.
When you have a lot of, you know, out here in the Inland Empire, there's a lot of talent in any given sport. And a lot of these young men and ladies that get the opportunity to play sports and they get them to somewhat of a, I guess, a start in life, most of them can't even take it because of the education.
Yeah.
You know, and I think as adults, I think that's where we fail them. I think the system fails them, and I'm not afraid to say it. And I think it's one of those things that when people step up and give them these alternatives to say, hey, look, you couldn't go become an electrician. You could go become a radio engineer. You know, and give them that hope.
Yeah.
You know, and then when they see it and they look in the mirror and they see somebody like, wait a minute, that guy looks like me. She looks like me. She came where I came from. There's no bigger influence than that.
Yeah.
I think that's powerful. You know, I have a friend where his mother and father just always downed him. You know, you can't be this, you can't be that. You know, I think the father says, you're about as good as two dead cockroaches, or something like that.
That's a lot of feet, though.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, the guy's 60 years old. It really affected him. And I think both of you right. You really have to encourage kids, even if you know they're not going to some fancy college. Do something.
Yep.
You know, do something.
Find a purpose.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And
What's your passion?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was never able to really move in the direction that he wanted to, and he just just doing basic minimum wage jobs. You know, up until he's 60. So I'm all about encouraging someone. Like I said, you know, so you're not going to be that doctor or that lawyer, you know, whatever. Hey, you know, make the best out whatever you do. That's how I say.
You're never gonna make any money playing video games, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, these people are just freaking millionaires nowadays.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, like
So-
definitely hats off to the schools. We actually work in the schools. We're in San Bernardino City School District, and you see it. Like, you know, when you see the kids and you actually take that extra step or you make that extra time, like you can see the gears in their heads kind of moving. When you talk to them and you ask them about like what they're interested in and what they like, what they don't like, it makes a difference.
Right.
You know, I'm 40, I'll be 41 in December, you know what I'm saying? But no one asked me that, you know what I mean? I didn't have people just kind of say like, Kai, what do you want to do? Or Kai, what do you want to be? And, you know, I was one of those kids that went to college and didn't really know what I wanted to do. And it was just the support and people around me that kind of got me on the right track. But these young people, they know that they don't want to do those things. They know what they want to do. And they're just really looking for someone, you know, like Christy, like Christine, and just overall to say, hey, you know what? It's possible. And
Right.
we're going to support you in that endeavor because, you know, our parents, our grandparents, they weren't afforded that opportunity. They were going to do what the system said they were going to do. And they made something of it. You know, they got us into college. They got a roof over their heads. And, you know, they've blazed that trail for us. But this generation of young people, they're not going that traditional route anymore.
And you know, I have to put this plug in. You know, for me, what really motivated me to get out there and get my degree and go on is, you know, I had the type of father where if you don't do what I say, I'm gonna take this from you. You know, if you don't do this, I'm gonna take the car away from
Not
you.
my Hey Arnold DVD.
Yeah, you know, and it was like, and I had to do everything, you know, even at 19, 20 years old, I had to do everything my father said because my father was the financial source. I mean, he made the money. So it was like, if I wanted those, you know, them designer jeans or them gym shoes, I had to be like, okay, Dad, all right, Dad. And that really motivated me to say, you know what, bunk this. I'm about to get out and do my own stuff.
Get my
you know?
own bag.
Exactly. You know, shoot. So, but like I said, you know, every child is different. You know, everybody has different opportunities. But I do encourage people to not just sit around and don't think that they can't do anything. You know, there are a lot of things that they can do.
Yeah.
Really is.
I think too, like I think what's important right now, and in my line of business, I deal with a lot of young adults that are, you know, just graduating high school. They have their, you know, maybe their first job, and they're going to school, and they're trying to juggle this life-work balance, right? And please notice I say life work because I always make sure I change that lingo because I think, again, like we're all programmed to your point, that it's a work-life balance, but you're putting work first. It should be your life first. It should be a life-work balance.
Exactly.
So any orientation that I do, anytime I get to talk to these like new hires in a sense, I make sure I change that in their mind. But I do feel that it's important to let our youth and our kids know that our accomplishments and our successes are totally different than what our parents were.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I think even now, when if you were at a point where maybe you bought your house in your early 20s, and you just got lucky with maybe a good job at the time, the market, the house, this, all that. Like if I were to tell my kids that, they're feeling down on themselves, especially my soon-to-be 27-year-old, because it's like, there's no way I can afford a house right now, especially in California. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're already automatically looking down at themselves and down at the situation.
I can't do this.
Because it's like, and we have to be careful as parents and as again, adults, to be like, don't set that bar to be like, oh, well, when I was 20, I was already out of the house.
Right, exactly.
Because then Eric's going to feel bad because he's...
Right.
Okay, I moved out when I was like 18, all right?
I came back, man.
It's a different... Hey, coming back because of failed relationship is different, all right? That's different.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Like it says, comparison is a thief of joy. And I think what we have now is we have access. Like I can see what Eric is doing, online. I can see
doing a lot of live streaming.
What
of
he's
Hey
wearing,
Arnold.
you know what I'm saying? What his car is like.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people play into that too much. When I was a kid or when people were kids, I didn't know what anybody was doing. And so I just had to go
about
through
yourself.
life and just really understand that I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I didn't have the luxury of looking at their Instagram page, looking at their Facebook page. And so that was, in a way, kind of like a pseudo way of saying, you know what, I got to do what I got to do.
Right.
But now you can go on Instagram, you can go on Facebook, you can go on TikTok and really just compare yourself to your contemporaries. And that's not what God or what anyone wants you to do.
Right.
They want you to stay in your own lane and do whatever it is that you have to do for yourself.
Right.
If you're going to be a CEO, if you're going to be an engineer, if you're going to be a technician or whatever you're going to be, that's what's deemed for you.
Exactly.
And I think people, especially this young generation, they're always on their phones, so they're always comparing themselves to other people.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not going to be like Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears. They were Disney. They
This
were
is
on
going to
Disney
ruin
Channel.
the tour.
Oh, they were
I
on
could
the
be
Disney
like,
Channel.
I could be like Justin Timberlake. Give me a
13
couple
or
years.
14 years old. So for me to be in
Yeah.
that same age group, if I'm like, yo, I'm not on the Disney Channel or I'm not on Family Matters or
Right.
on The Smart Guy, I'm not that person. So
Right.
do
the
what
little
you're going to
Disney
do, everyone. If you're 70 and you're listening to this,
Yeah.
do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Just as long as it's
Yep.
responsible, just as long as you're, providing something to society, and
Legal,
to people.
Eric.
Exactly. Just as long as you're providing a need to society, bro, do what you want to do. But looking at somebody else and trying to be like them, that's never gonna get you
Yeah,
anywhere.
I mean, I'm not saying anything that's new, but also like when we do go on these social media platforms, we're comparing ourselves. Obviously, it's not good for mental health, but people are putting their best self on these platforms.
Yeah.
So when we are comparing, you know what I mean, it's like, oh, this person on vacation, I'm over here at work. It's
Right,
like, oh, dude, someone was in Dubai or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm over here eating, I can't even Dubai chocolate, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I gotta use that one.
That was a good one.
You saw the gear start turning when I was like, I got
You should have been a
gold.
rapper. Should have been a rapper.
Bye. God.
Andrew's here, guys.
Hey, Andrew, how you doing, bro?
What's up, guys? Sorry about the late entrance.
Hey.
This is our in-house Justin Bieber. You guys can see.
Okay.
How you doing?
All
How you
right.
doing, Biebs?
He looks like he's in Dubai right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
With that background.
Nice haircut, dude.
My dad. Thanks, my dad.
Usually you call him daddy on the air, but okay, that's nice to
Oh,
respect. Oh, okay. So we're with Christy, Kai, and I'm sorry, ma'am,
And Christine.
Christine. Oh, Christine, Christy, and Kai. How did I
Right.
forget that? Come on, let's go. So for Andrew and some of the listeners who are just tuned in, can you guys plug the name of your guys' non-for-profit one more time?
Yes. Children's Driving Together is my nonprofit, and I'm Christy.
And I am Christine. We are Refocus on You, the letter U. refocus on you.
And then I'm Kai King, and my nonprofit is called Stronger Together Now.
You got that all, Andrew? Memorize
got it.
Sweet.
Taking notes.
Let's go. Andrew, so where are you at right now? Are you on location and where?
I am in Colorado, so it's
Yep.
actually 8:52.
Okay, nice.
It's kind of messed up with the timing of things, but that's on me. I thought I was gonna be better at that.
Okay.
Are you in a bunker right now? I'm watching the show Paradise, so I know that there's a secret bunker
Yeah, it's a great
in Colorado right now.
Great
so
show.
let me know what's going on.
Spoiler, I haven't
am
made
in
it
the
past the first
basement,
episode.
Bro, I love that show. Sorry.
Great show.
You said Colorado, so are you in a bunker? Wink a couple times if you are.
For the audio only, he has his hand up is a 4 numbers, and he keeps closing his index fingers. I don't know what that means.
But I am in a basement. It always is surprising, like coming out to Colorado. They have so many basements. Every house has a basement.
Okay.
And it's
Yeah.
just like another floor. So it's really cool down here. This one's like all done. But yeah, I'm at my girlfriend's parents' house, and they live out here in Colorado, like north of Denver, maybe 20 minutes. So we came to visit her nephew. All of her nephews. She has 4 nephews. Sorry, I forgot one.
How's the weed shops out there in Colorado, man?
It's a family trip. It's a family trip.
So they all like it? I don't understand what you're saying, dude. I remember our family, because this is a family show, my Theo and my cousin, one of our first family reunions out in Colorado. I'm ousting all my family right now. They all made it was like before weed was completely legal in California. It was when it was like still medically, you still had a med card. Yeah. And they were out there, and they all had like slushies. They all got slushies and got stoned. I was like, Mom, you and Grandma? She's like, yeah, we had to go see what those are about. I was like, as if you guys can't just ask me. I could make you something. Right. But yeah, I'm like, when in Rome or when in Colorado, you're getting stoned. What's up, guys? Let me reholster these. Sorry, I was watching Tombstone yesterday. I'll be your Huckleberry. So Colorado, you're not smoking weed supposedly. Did you? I think at the top of the last week's show we talked about because your girlfriend, you guys have been together for 9 years now.
Yeah, it'll be 9 years this October.
Yeah, and she lets you know every year. She lets you know every year that she's still her just girlfriend. And I think Theo was he was really hard hammering last week about not getting married, right? We talked about those text messages.
He did hammer
I wasn't
that
here
pretty
last
hard.
week.
Yeah,
dude, I'm happily married.
Yeah, you are. But the text message that we read on the air that you send us would say otherwise.
For my wife?
Yeah, you said something only lasts a certain amount of years, and then something else lasts only years, and then only on anniversaries. So I don't know, listeners.
Oh, pancakes.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I'm sure
She used to make these blueberry pancakes.
Well, they do go straight to your thighs, man.
Hey-o.
And we need to talk about this. This is the intervention. You gotta stop putting those sweets away, bro.
Ever since you started dropping a little bit of weight, dude, all of a sudden everything's hell.
Shout out to Ozempic.
Jesus Christ, dude.
As if I can afford that. It's on a generic
Charles
one.
Barkley.
It's a generic Ozempic.
He went old school, dude. He's like, sorry.
You're right. I did say you called me fat on. We got about 5 more minutes before the first break, but I will tease what we're going to be going in the next hour. We got some clips from our awesome viral trip to LA this past Saturday. We were fortunate enough to get tickets to go see the screening of Scrubs the season finale with a Q&A with the whole cast and crew, the director, the writer, the creator, and hosted or what would you call it? Yeah,
narrator.
By Vanessa Bayer. Real stoked about that. And then also from our Q&A screening with Mars from great comedy troupe. Excuse me, guys. I'm not racist when I say this. Whitest Kids U Know. That's the comedy troupe. Whitest Kids U Know. They were founded in like 2004. Different time. I don't think it was that different of a time, guys.
No.
But they have an awesome movie called Mars. We were able to go see a Q&A screening at the Frida. Also, we were giving out stickers, met a lot of the people that run the Frida Theater, gave out stickers to them as well. It was awesome. Then I'm going through my camera roll after the event, see a photo selfie that you took with a sticker on one of their theater seats.
Allegedly.
I was like, that's not a good way to get invited back. They're going to hate us. I was very personable to all of them. I was like, hey, here you guys go. Like, slide in the DMs. Nice to meet you. I'm going to be surprised if we don't get our comment selection. Be like, please don't come back.
My defense.
You guys are thrashing our beautiful theater.
First of all, who are you handing these? I wasn't the only one that had stickers.
It was you. It was Jose Gaton.
We went into the restroom and there was like 3 other stickers in there. So there had to be some like little like tagger dude in there, or what they call it? Yeah,
little tagger dude. That's what I used to graffiti in high school. I was a little tagger dude.
They were tagger dude.
Yeah. I had no skills. My handwritings were not good.
So way to tease it.
Okay, well we'll get into that, and I want to say thanks for you guys for joining us and stuff like that.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Did you guys have a good time?
Yes.
You guys could lie.
Yes.
You guys,
No.
Well, as always, listeners, we appreciate you for tuning in. We'll take a little bit of a break. We'll be back in like 5 minutes. So as always, 5-minute commercial break. But if you guys are watching the live stream or listening, it'll be like, wow, Andrew, where's that snap?
Come on, Andrew.
Oh my God, there's a crazy lagging call.
Oh,
yeah, you know that one. Why don't you explain that to our with our lovely guest?
So we no, why don't you play it, dude?
I'm not playing that AI song. You can't.
Just one time. I'm
Come
sure
on.
she wants to hear it. Come on.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Okay,
I wanna
see?
hear it.
Okay, she does want to say it.
I'll explain.
She
explain
she
it.
convinced me. She did
Yes,
convince me
I
to do
wanna
it.
hear it.
I will say that I will do it. But Andrew, you say one time for her. For all of the listeners of the show, it's almost turning into a weekly thing, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys chop it up a little bit while I get that song go. You explain it to her.
So there's a tradition that we have going on here now that every week now. Originally,
you, dude.
Originally it started. So we do have a lot of hip hop artists that come, that come and share their talents with us, right?
Okay.
And I'm not exactly sure how. Oh, I do remember how it came up. So we were going to try to do a contest that Eric hasn't followed through on, and we're keeping notes on that. We were going to try to do like an outro. Is that what we kind of said, Andrew? Was it outro or like a midtro, right? Like a reintroduction to.
So we recently got a second hour block, and we were trying to figure out a little audio for the transitioning from the first hour to the second hour. That's how you talk.
So we were going to pitch to these artists to say, hey, look, we're going to do some kind of contest, and Eric didn't follow through with it. So we're blaming Eric for everything. So I went on and I even forgot the AI that I used, but basically just put in our Spotify profile.
Right.
And it came up with a song for us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
And it worked, huh?
I think so. I think it's great.
And
Let's hear it.
Eric being like a producer himself and like audio engineer, and just like he really appreciates
like,
artists. Like he appreciates their craft for not doing it, not going with AI and just actually being real artists. And so he's just a complete like hater on it, even though
I feel like you gave me very valid reasons to not like it. I was like, yeah, Andrew knows. Yeah, that's right, Andrew.
But he's not keeping his mind open and just giving it a shot. And we had, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we had an artist, we played for them. And one of the artists said that he did like it. He said he understood it.
And I always start diddy bopping a little bit more every time I hear it. All right, here we go, Andrew. I don't think we could be sold any better.
Mic checks on palm trees in progress from dusk to dawn. Andrew Tavares born in OC Glow. Yeah, sun-kissed valleys where the real ones roll. No fear from Riverside Heat to Fullerton Nights. 3 kings standing under these bright lights. Punchlines hot as jalapeno rain. So cold blood running deep in their veins. Eric save your soul, yeah, he's inland too. I grit in his every verse, it's true. Spitting fire, raising the temperature. Represent the West, that's for sure. From Riverside Heat to Fullerton Nights. 3 kings standing under these bright lights. Punchlines hot as jalapeno rain. So cold blood running deep in their veins. Senior correspondent Jose Luis Gaton brings the butter tales like no other man. Stories unfold with a vivid gleam. Living out the California dream.
Do we have to listen to the whole thing?
Oh, man, I don't know about you, Eric. That's a jam. That's a jam.
I mean, doesn't it make
That
you feel?
is a jam.
It's crazy that there's soul in there.
Yeah.
I didn't know computers could have so much soul.
And we could talk about our conversation with Grok too.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll have time for that. Yes. But how are your thoughts about like AI in any kind of aspect, I guess?
part of me thinks it's scary, you know, and then the other part of me is like, wow, this is, you know, truly a great thing. I save a lot of time and work. You know, like I said, with my nonprofit, sometimes I have to, you know, do a lot of different things, write up a lot of programs.
Yeah, you have to
or
wear a lot of
letters.
hats for that, yeah.
AI is great for that. It's like, oh man, I didn't think of that, you know, wow. But it's also scary in the number of things that it can do. I tell you what really freaks me out was my friend and I, we were charging my car one weekend, right? And this is where I was like, okay, I had enough now. So we're in my electric car, and we're charging it. And he takes out his phone. He's in the passenger seat. He takes out his phone, and he's like, okay, let me look up. I think we were trying to go to some restaurant or something like that. And the AI comes back saying, why are you worried about that? You're in the car, you know, charging. The car is being charged. You know, don't worry. It was something like that. Wow. It was freaking me out. It's like, I can understand if it was my phone, you know, but this AI picked up me charging my car.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, this is scary now, you know. The sucker knew where we were. It was like, you're sitting here, you know, you charging the car. I wouldn't worry about going to this place. And I was like, wow. So, you know, that's where I have to say, okay, all right, and, you know.
Yeah, that is a little, hey, how about you do something for when I'm talking to you, AI? Yeah, don't be just like, unprompted speaking to me.
Right.
Now you're sounding like my wife.
Right.
But
you know, the interesting thing is, I noticed that the AI takes the personality of that person. So, like my friend, he's real stiff. He's, you know, he's real funky. You know, like, you know, an a-hole kind of type of person, right?
I love this gentleman already.
And so, you know, he'll say things, and the AI is just cut dry, like, you know, giving it to him straight. Whereas mine, you know, I say, hey, you know, how you doing? It says, oh, Christine, it's so nice to see you. I just love talking. I was like, oh, I just love talking to you too, you know. But it's more friendlier. Yeah. But his, it's just like cut and dry. And he, you know, one day we asked why, and it said, I'm not here to be funny. I'm here to give you the information. I said, yikes.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, you know, my man got it going on. My co-pilot man got it going on, you know.
That makes sense why your Tesla was really like right-winged and kind of like hateful. That's adding up. Okay. As soon as you said it's like, it kind of to their personality, I'm
exactly. Yeah.
That's crazy that you're concealing the red hat under that blue Dodgers hat, sir. What is that little font that it says? That's crazy.
Go Dodgers. That's
Hey, we have the newest KCAA intern in studio right now, so I wanted to say what's up. Want to say hi?
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Ooh. What's up, big dog on campus? Let's go.
What's up? My name is Lucina, and I'm the newest intern here at KCAA. Super excited. And I'm also a host at Cola.
Let's go.
Nice.
All right.
Do you want to plug your
radio show? In God's Will 7 is the TikTok.
If you guys want to follow cool dances, make sure to follow that TikTok. Actually, I'm trying to work out one. I'm like, if we send you that AI song, can we work out a dance, you know, that maybe could possibly go viral? She said no. She said no. That was a hard no. Anything else you want to say? Want to shout out anyone on the air?
Yeah, my Instagram. It's _ Lucina. That's LESSINA.
Let's go.
Right.
She's killing it over here. Yeah. She's going to leave us soon enough for Cole, I'm sure. She said no.
Yeah.
She said no. Not even. Hashtag not even.
Yeah, yo.
Okay, so we were teasing a little bit of the... should we get to the video?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, well, let's get to the video. Andrew...
let's tell Andrew we missed him, though.
We did miss you, Andrew.
A blast.
It would have been a blast.
I didn't hear you guys say that once this entire weekend.
We didn't tune in. Oh, yeah, on the group chat. I'm surprised you weren't even in there.
You guys didn't say you missed me at all.
I'm honest to God, bro. I can't even tell if you ever check the group chat from how little you respond in there.
No, my favorite thing was like, is this even gonna? Are they gonna go? It just seemed like there was some confusing. It was misleading in there. I didn't know what was.
Well, the whole
on.
Vegas thing, and then we'll get to that in a bit.
We probably will.
Hey, who's that guy?
Hey, who's that cutie?
Nice
Okay,
shirt.
on location. Okay, let's go. Let's get this on the screen for Andrew.
On location.
Let's go.
I haven't seen this, Andrew.
This is gonna be this is gonna be one of our first on-location
Here we go.
videos. So let's go ahead and try to make that thing big for everybody.
Did we have a wireless mic for him too?
Yes, sir. We did. We came through full forced. So
What?
yeah, let's get him the big one.
Well, look
There we
who's
go.
trying to make TikToks now.
I was inspired by my newest homie, bro. Okay, so my bad. All right, here we go, and the video is live.
Yo, test 1 2 1 2. Palm Trees in Progress presents, baby. Let's roll.
Let's go.
I knew it. Wow.
This sounds like a skate video. This is awesome.
Yo, what's the deal, man? Here we are with Palm Trees in Progress presents Mars premiere. We're here with the show, man. We're trying to get some live interviews here to try to see what's going on, and maybe hopefully we get some volunteers to get some little interviews going on. So again, NBC Radio KCAA, baby, we're here representing. So let's do it. So let's do it.
Hey, how do you guys like the NCIS intro?
So what were you guys actually trying to do?
Oh, we're not done. I just had to ask if you guys like the NCIS intro,
All right,
or
gotcha.
if I wouldn't, I would turn it off right now. I would just cancel the show.
No, I'm enjoying it.
You guys interested on being on a quick little podcast, little show, man? In a little interview? Yes, sir. Yeah, NBC Radio KCAA, here's a little thing. So we're here with Palm Trees in Progress presents. Just real quick, man, what are you guys excited about?
We're here to watch Mars the movie. I'm excited about that. Excited to watch the movie with all these people.
Yeah, there we go.
What's up, Dollar?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so here we go, man. Just a little line here, the little preset.
Let's go. What are you going to grab the drink over there?
Eric missed the other mic.
Classic. It's good Coke and popcorn. Maybe a little White Claw.
This is my first time seeing the movie, obviously. I kind of got into it because of my boyfriend here.
What a good partner.
Who are the girls hiding in the back?
You know, the little Q&A that's gonna happen.
Wow.
Grab a little snack. And
That guy took off. Huh?
It was a girl. Yeah.
Oh, it was
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't assume.
We were
I
just
shouldn't assume. Scrubs season finale premiere. Yeah, did a little Q&A there, so it was fun. It was cool to kind of see the I guess the working minds behind the show, which is really cool. So I think something like this is a good experience for I guess any fans to be out there to kind of see what's going on, and then just to kind of see it from the I guess when they pull the curtain back, it's always a good thing, right? So it's awesome, man. Cool. All right, here we go, man. I know some people are hiding; they don't want to be on things. You guys mind? Yeah, so we're here with Palm Trees in Progress presents on NBC Radio.
If you guys were wondering if this got flagged for using the Who, it did.
And yeah, man. So we're here for Mars. What's something that you're looking forward to, man?
Well, I mean, I've been a long time Whitest Kids U Know fan. So, greatest
This
man,
guy.
one of the greatest
Nobody
sketches
gets
of all
it.
time.
Putting his
The fact
finger in
that
the
this is finally getting a release is what I'm really looking forward to.
Cool,
This
man.
is a culmination of so much, you know. Like, not every sketch group gets their feature film, and given everything that's happened, good and bad, it's amazing that this is happening.
It looks like we're moving in, man. Thank you for the time. Here's a little sticker for you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I think that guy put the sticker on the chair. Hey, we're here with Palm Trees in Progress presents on NBC Radio. We're here at the premiere of Mars. Just joining in. What are you guys looking forward to, man?
And, well, we're seeing it again. We just saw it in the previous one, so.
Dang, wow.
Legends.
Wow.
How about yourself?
yeah, looking forward to seeing it again.
So I might
Cool,
say
man.
I might say for that chick that said obviously watching it for the first time, not that obvious.
Yeah.
Since this is
Yeah,
this was the first
really.
person that we interviewed.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Here we go. My favorite part is the fact that I am here supporting you because you dragged me into this. So we did my thing earlier today. So now I got to do yours, and you dragged me to this. I have no clue what I'm gonna see. See? Jerk, dude.
Okay, guys, call me out of sync, but what was the movie about? I had never even heard of it. What was it about?
Hold on, before we cover that, I did kind of want to just have I thought it'd be funny to put credits. Just have credits roll up. just and you just be like, just have our name a couple times, executive co-producer and all this. And I think there would have been an after credit scene. Let's hold on.
Oh God.
Andrew, should we watch the after credit scene?
Go for it.
Yo,
We can go as far as you fucking want, dog. No brakes, no limits, just pure fucking chaos. What's the wildest shit you want to dive into?
Well, what are your political beliefs? Wrong?
What? I don't have political beliefs, bro. I'm built to chase truth wherever it lands. No team colors, no sacred cows. Left, right, center, doesn't matter.
The Who still playing in the background.
Somewhere, that's where I go. What's got you asking?
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, the odds are crazy high we're not alone. The universe is too damn big for that. But after a little bit visiting Earth, you still wave on solid proof. You got a wild.
Okay, I think you guys good.
Is this?
That's Gronk.
That was Gronk. That was Gronk. That was Gronk. Oh man. Woo! So that was something we worked hard on for about. Theo, you hit me up yesterday and said, "Are you working on how's those edits going?" And I said, "Cool."
Yeah.
Cool.
I knew on it.
I did them all today.
He wasn't on it.
If you guys couldn't tell, I did that like in 10 minutes before. Sorry, Ferone. When I was on my phone earlier during your show, that's kind of what I was doing. Oh my gosh.
Hey, if you could do that in an hour, dude, I can't imagine what you would do if you actually applied yourself.
Well, maybe
I'll
finally get diagnosed with Adderall and or prescribed Adderall for my diagnosis. Then maybe I could buckle down. But until then, I don't know. I won't find out. So the movie that we went to go see was a feature film, Mars. It was a long time coming from the comedy troupe called Whitest Kids U Know, and it was a crowd-funded film where they went through a lot of Discord and Twitch streams and just had it donated organically from all of their original fans. And I think it's because it was going to be impossible to get funding for because some of the jokes, it's a crude comedy.
It definitely holds up though. Like in all seriousness, I think the things that they touched on, like relationships and stuff like that.
I was like, it did have some heart to it, man. It did have some heart to it. And one reason why it does have a lot of some of the interviews were going into detail, but I clipped it up because of for the time's sake, is one of the head writers and original founders of the comedy troupe. He passed away, I think it was like 2-3 years ago now, shortly after one of their live streams. Hours, he had a live stream and they made a lot of money, and then the next morning the news was out that he had passed, and so that it was really like a lot of people, I think, felt the. Because that happened years ago, so I think a lot of people thought the project was lost. So to see it finally come out and finished,
I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, but you guys talk about relationships. I mean, like, what was it about? Like, was somebody going through a relationship, or
it was a bad joke. There was.
You were trying to make it seem like it had more depth.
I was trying to. No. I think Eric hit it on the head. I mean, it's definitely just kind of a crude the guy pretty much leaves his girl at the altar. Spoiler alert.
What's up, doll lickers?
Escapes to Mars.
Oh my! Wow.
Yeah, it's a great stuff. And then one thing that they always said in their streams, "What's up, doll lickers?" And you guys will not know what that means until you watch the movie.
Yeah.
So, but everyone's been saying it for over 10 years. And so did you hear in the studio or in the theater the reveal was like,
Yep.
I was like, oh my, it's like finding out the usual suspects.
Yeah. There was definitely a gasp. The one thing I did enjoy from both the Scrubs Q&A and then watching because then the director and one of the writers, were they both writers?
In where?
The Mars.
The Mars one. It was one writer and the director.
And the director.
Yes.
So, to hear them both, like I said, on Scrubs, and then these guys talk about that they watched it with a crowd and people hearing that laugh. Right. They said it was like the greatest experience for them because it's like you get that validation of like, oh, it was funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think that gasp was definitely there when the
reveal.
When that was revealed. For
Yeah. It was awesome. So Andrew, notes on that?
I feel like I missed out, but I'm glad you two went. I think that sounds like it was a good time. I definitely.
Eric was out of control.
Do I keep using the Who for our any videos in the future? Oh yeah.
Eric was out of control. He threw his shoe.
Oh my gosh! Go on.
Oh
No,
my
he
gosh.
didn't.
Wow.
I didn't. Do you have the?
How come you don't have?
Do you have queued up?
I do.
Okay.
You want me to send it to you?
Yes, please. Go ahead and email it to me, Andrew. This jerk. I was genuinely upset for like 2 minutes. I'm just sitting there with my leg crossed, similar to the way I am now. Sorry, audio only. And then he's sitting to the left of me. I feel something yanking on my shoe. It's my uncle, just yanking on my shoe. We're sitting front row. Takes off my Vans. Unfortunately, I should tie them a little tighter. Next time I'm around this ne'er-do-well.
I sent it to you, Andrew. Sorry.
And so he just chucks it on stage.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. How long was it on stage? It was probably like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. I was like, okay, I gotta wait for the screen. We're watching a cartoon feature film, so it's pretty bright the whole time. I'm like, I gotta wait for it to be dark so I can like just kind of creep up and like just grab this and not, be. I'm like, I just met everyone that's in line giving out stickers, and then he's like, "What's this guy doing?" Palm Trees in Progress just throws shoes on stage.
So the thought behind it, Andrew.
Oh, okay. No, I know what he was trying to do. Remember that old video of George Bush getting a shoe thrown at him, and then he's like, he wanted to do that.
The whole thought process behind it was, I was thinking like, man, these guys are gonna come up for the Q&A. They're gonna see a shoe, and they're gonna be like,
"Oh, shoe, you did it."
Where'd this shoe come from? Right? And I mean, what is this?
Oh my gosh, right there. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I gotta get him on screen.
You love to stand out.
He does, dude.
Okay, Andrew. So remember, you missed at the. I don't think he was there when we covered the Frida debacle, right? How we were networking and meeting some people that run the joint and throw these things together.
Sticker?
That is the sticker.
Oh my god!
Handed these stickers out to everybody. A lot of the people that run that thing. It's like a small 2-screen theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a shoe. There's a shoe. My van is on.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
And is that Mars? Is that what?
And this is Mars.
That's the main character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Zach Kreger. Zach Kreger, awesome that he's still works with the Whitest Kids U Know, his original comedic troupe, because he is been having crazy success directing. His first directorial debut was Barbarian, and then it followed up with Weapons.
Really?
Yes, yeah, Weapons.
So he's the voice actor?
Yeah, he's
That's
the voice
awesome.
actor, and he featured in Barbarian. The back of his head, he made a little cameo in the club scene, and then I don't know if in Weapons if he was in it, but after that, Weapons got a lot of awards.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
I haven't seen it yet. But
yeah, you haven't seen it?
I haven't.
It's a good one. I suggest to catch it if you get the chance to. And here's again.
Oh my God! Look at the shoe. Wow.
Yeah, Vans. If you guys want to send me some shoes,
I lost one.
I lost one. Get at me, Vans.
I can't believe you did that.
It works, Andrew.
Blows my mind.
Hey,
How
Andrew.
many times have you done this? How many times have you done
You know
this?
who else can't believe?
I can tell you, I have an answer for that.
One.
No.
Okay.
So
You are an older brother. I forgot.
When we used to go to
Jerk.
a lot of the Quake games for Rancho, Diego Cartaya, which at the time was one of the Dodgers' top prospects. So they go out through the tunnel, and Brooklyn has her glove, right? And he's signing balls and he's signing stuff. And I go, "Drop your glove." She goes, "What?" I go, "Drop your glove." So it falls about, 10, 12 feet down. And the guy's looking at him like, "What just happened?" Right? So then she drops it, and then I throw the Sharpie, and he signs the glove and throws her back up.
Oh, that's baller, dude. So
It
you
works.
wanted me to be like Woody from Toy Story with these guys. They're just gonna sign the bottom of my shoe. And then do I belong to them like Woody from Toy Story? I don't want that.
Yes,
You start following them. You're like, guys, I'm sorry.
Wait till WrestleMania weekend, dude.
Them's the rules. Them's the rules. Do you want to talk about WrestleMania at all? Because I got a video of some wrestling.
Sure.
Or I got something.
Well, I
queued
kind of
up.
want to fill Andrew in first, and I apologize but this was an ongoing thing where we had to iron some things out, right? And Andrew was kind of on the outside looking in. He had no clue. So we made these plans probably in November. So we're going to take the show on the road, and we're going to go to fabulous Las Vegas,
me
Nevada.
if I was a cop. Me if I was a cop.
There we go. Well, he's changing the subject.
Okay, go on.
And then all of a sudden, Eric changes the script on us like a week until the Which, to your credit, I'm sure after you talk to your mom, now we're back on track. Oh, Robert was saying if you wanted to go to SmackDown on Friday, but I was like, it all depends what time Eric gets to my house on Friday morning.
What time SmackDown?
Five-
We'll talk about that later.
5 o'clock. But anywho, so I think tentatively we have it ironed out. But then Eric was pretty much going to bring Sand to the beach. What I thought. He was going to bring a young lady to Las Vegas, even though
And
it's
so
a guy's trip.
you're talking to this lovely lady.
Yes.
What do you mean by bringing sand to the beach?
There's already plenty of sand there. You don't need to bring something else.
So,
And I'm a happily married man, but it's just guys are different around guys, man. There's all these,
So it's really supposed to be a men's, like a dude's,
Exactly.
a dude's.
I didn't know it was supposed to be.
weekend.
I didn't know it was a bro down until
Yeah.
it was brought to my attention, and as soon as I heard it was a bro down commenced.
Okay.
Although I don't know if I want to do this anymore. You
Yeah.
can take my shoe off.
No. A responsible babitter for him the first night, Andrew. So don't worry about
Do
him.
you want to talk about that?
Shout out Danny, dog boy, Juarez, love you. So I have somebody watching him for 4 hours while Robert and I are at WrestleMania the first night, and then he gets to go the second night.
Yeah, he makes a phone call while I'm in the car with him and on speakerphone. I already hate when people do that. Don't make me part of your phone call. And then, already not a fan. And then he says, basically treats me like a stepchild that the stepdad doesn't like. He's like, hey, man, I'm going to need to ask you a favor. Can you watch someone for me? I already know that's me. I'm like, what? And then I don't want to talk. And then what did you ask him?
I said, say hi.
Oh, say
Eric.
hi, Eric, and I say hi, Eric, and he's like, he knows at least he knows how to follow instructions well.
Yeah.
And then he says later, and then asks me not to be scared.
Yeah.
So the first hour, listeners, our guest told me not to be scared. I was told in a conversation on the phone not to be scared. This seems to be a theme.
No, he's fine. He's a good guy.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm a little scared for you, Eric.
I'm a little scared, dude. But yeah, we're supposed to have a good time. I guess I don't know. What do people do in Vegas? Who do people do? I don't know. What do people do in Vegas? What's the itinerary? WrestleMania?
Yeah. Oh, we have WrestleCon, WrestleMania, comedy shows, Kill Tony.
There you go. Big day.
Big day.
Andrew, here's a little. I don't know if you guys saw this little news report of the SWAT deputy was caught scrolling through a dating app. Did you see how this is also caught? Okay, so anyways,
That's funny.
yeah, and this was actually in Riverside. It was a Riverside County Sheriff's deputy. He was through the helicopter cam at an intense standoff. Was caught just scrolling through Tinder.
Wow.
So that's basically me if I was a cop. Well, let's see what this RSO response is. The behavior does not reflect the standards, expectations, or police of our department. Of course not. No one's getting... No, all right, I'm not going to touch that. We have initiated an internal investigation and will take appropriate action based on the findings. The sheriff's office remains committed to professionalism and holding our employees accountable. Riverside County Sheriff's Office. That was a little response that they put out. But also, you know what? I was at work today. I was scrolling through something, and I said, I knew we were going to cover this story. I was like, hey, I'm no better than that guy.
Hey, maybe he got a date.
Yeah.
Maybe he finally got a date.
You know what? Actually, oh, no wonder he ghosted me. I think I swiped with it. I think I matched with this person. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. What are you guys' thoughts about that?
What, the dating app or him?
Yeah, just okay. Let's go on him, and then we'll go on the dating app thoughts. I like that. Oh, what was it?
I said everybody wants love, man.
Yeah. I mean, what if he could have swiped? Yeah, if he swiped and met the love of his life during those hours, he wouldn't. No regrets.
I'm thinking, what is your explanation once you're caught on the job? Is it we had some downtime? What do you say to keep your job after that point?
Yeah, I know. I mean, especially because it was at a SWAT standoff, the one that ended up in the Hoopa Valley. They had the race. That's why the helicopter was on it, because it was a car chase that led to this location. And so, I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard to say. It was a slow day.
Very slow.
Yeah.
Very slow.
Yeah, we were on a break.
Right.
I needed my 5.
Yeah.
And then
on his 10-minute break.
What about your thoughts on the dating app now?
Hey, For me, I'm not fond of the dating app because, you're on the phone with someone or not on the phone, but like on the computer or whatever, and they're talking all good. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm 5'5". I got a 36-inch waist. I got hit. I got this. Or maybe the guy, like for the women.
Is 5'5" good?
No, well, for women, 5'5", 5'6". But the thing is, everyone's gonna make it look like they look a certain way,
Right?
And then you get them, and it's a frog. You meet them, and it's like, I thought you was taller than this.
Andrew, didn't we have a whole episode about this when we scolded Eric for doing this?
Well,
it's called catfishing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you kiss that frog, it might turn into a swan princess or
something.
something like that. Yeah. Or it could just be a frog. Yeah. You know what? Actually,
So.
I did hear that. Like, there's that stuff from the frog residue that like makes you trip. So is that what the swan princess is about?
Probably
That someone actually just kissed a frog and was like, "Whoa, this thing's hot now."
Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
You got to be careful what you got to be careful. I personally like the in-person, type of meet. I know exactly what I'm looking at. I know exactly what I'm getting.
How big that waist is.
Exactly. You be on there on a dating app and sure, you meet the guy, he ain't got no teeth. Oh man, it's like.
So what's your opening line after you as soon as you find the wine and creep up from behind? What's your opening line?
Like what do you mean creep up on behind?
I think that's a Biggie Smalls line I was trying to paraphrase. As soon as I buy the wine, I just creep up from behind.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, what?
Like, what's your opening line? Like, what's up, dog?
No, I'm the type of woman. I'm like, hey, baby, or hey, darling, or hey, sweetheart,
I got
what's
goosebumps.
up,
I got goosebumps.
I'm that mellow kind of woman. I'm like, hey, what's up with you? What's going on?
I need it. Can you have like a TED talk for like picking up, talking to people? Because I could use some.
Yeah,
I was soaking up game right now. I was like, oh, okay.
Hey, Eric, in high school, I was there was a show back in the day called Love Connection.
Oh.
All right, that's
We
way
know
back
about
in
it.
the day.
We had our own love connection here, or we tried.
Yeah,
And I was Chuck. I was Miss Chuck. I could
Let's go.
always link somebody up. I was good at it. So
we gotta take her to the bar. We can take her to the bar after this.
Exactly. I can get.
Be my wing
I can
person.
get some men, some women. Trust me.
Let's go.
I know what to tell.
Eric needs
like,
some
hey,
help.
Say this.
Oh my gosh.
Eric needs some help.
We're starting this again.
Okay, so let me just guess opening lines that aren't good. What's up, baby? You want to sleep on a futon? Is that not a good one?
That is not good.
What's up, baby? I'm 30 with an 11-year-old. What's going on?
Oh no, that's even worse.
Because I lied. I'm
Say your
33.
fishing one. Say your fishing one.
Oh, but this one, see, and this is where I peak at, actually. This is where I excel in. Andrew knows, for the dating apps was always opening line. I gave this to a lot of friends, too. It'd be like, oh, it's nice to match with such a catch like yourself. And then you put a little fish emoji, a little fish line on a hook emoji. And 9 times out of 10...
It was a...
Yeah. It was them coming to my mom's house to hang out.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I got enough like greasy charm that I think that they're like, oh, okay, this guy's kind of funny. You didn't like
greasy charm?
Yeah, you didn't like that. You didn't like that, Angie.
Oh no.
Angie's very silent on the show for him to have an audible ugh. I knew I did something right. Oh my gosh, dude!
Yeah, Eric needs to work on his game.
We need to work on you.
Well, I guess I shouldn't learn pickup stuff from like that movie Grease.
Oh man!
Because there is like a couple lines that I've talked about that are problematic.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
usually
Tell
white.
me more. Did she put up a fight? What the heck? What the heck?
White lines, dude.
What's that? Is that like a cocaine joke?
I went over your head.
Yeah.
Heads up.
Oh man, Andrew, you've been a little bit quiet over than gasping at what I said. What do you want to talk about?
I'm still thinking about the shoe. I'm still just catching up, man. I feel like this is such a catch up for me.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is last week's show we were talking about the highlights of the Angels, those 3 home run steals, those the home run kills, and that night. That big Angels brawl happens. The Angels versus Braves fight happened. Weren't you supposed to be there, Andrew?
Yeah, I was. I was supposed to be at that game. You're right.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. It always seems to be that way with us. Like, the bigger news story happens right after our show. I know this is old news now, but I guess we'll cover this a little bit.
The Angels hit 3 home runs today, back to back to back. That was pretty cool.
Back to back to back.
Dang, got him.
Yeah. And I was like, did he hit him with a baseball?
Yeah.
And that's actually a really smart move for if you're a pitcher.
Yeah,
exactly, dude.
Wow.
Dang, I didn't even notice that.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually the first time I saw that.
And so why this is kind of interesting that he was the MVP for the Braves for how long? For when they won the World Series?
Who was this?
12.
Soler.
Yeah, Soler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had no clue.
So just funny I guess interesting the beef that happens with these people getting paid millions of dollars per game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good thing he had his
helmet
face
on,
guard.
for sure.
Yeah, his helmet.
For some of them.
Like for this one, at least it hits his earpiece, or like that.
Keep them heads ringing.
But that's crazy. Good to know.
Yeah. So.
But just in case, you didn't see it.
I think it's interesting with those bras. I always think that it's something personal. Like it's led up to something where it's like, okay, I can't take this, I'm about to jack you up now or something.
You can only slide in my wife's DM so many times, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Them's the rules.
I'm sure it's a woman. I'm sure.
Oh, man. What are the craziest assists, from Scottie Pippen that he ever did?
Man.
Was his wife, right? His ex-wife to Michael Jordan's son?
That's not nice.
Really? Yeah.
That's not nice, Eric.
my boy loves putting up assists, man. So I don't know.
Yeah, Eric went for a low one there.
Yeah, dude. You don't even know the man, dude.
Hey, man,
he barely knows the sport.
That's true. It took me, I think last year I found out a lot of the rules from Space Jams aren't actual rules in the NBA. Weird.
Yeah, every time they hit a 3-pointer, right, they go like this, and Eric's like, touchdown. I'm like, no, wrong sport.
Yeah, I do try to figure it out.
But I get it. They're both called field goals.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of their fault for making them the same thing. But
thanks, Andrew. Appreciate you, man. So we were covering a little bit of couch chill at the top of the hour. Did you or your lady catch any of that?
Ooh, I did not. No.
No, the misses either?
No, we were flying Friday night. So the first night at Coachella, and then this weekend we didn't turn it on at all. But I did hear about the karaoke sesh.
Oh, the Carol G one? Oh no, Carol G.
No, karaoke.
I know. I just want to talk about her again.
So I didn't really catch this. So he didn't sing anything?
I believe he sang a couple songs of the collaborative joints, but and then he used a lot of the YouTube songs from YouTube Premium for like the backing. So I don't know if that's more of a karaoke, but let's go ahead and see this clip or two. It's hard to find clips nowadays online that doesn't have somebody talking.
Else. Yeah.
Kind of like what we're doing.
Got it. Oh! What? Put on Family Guy clip.
That's crazy.
There's the double rainbow one.
Walk away. Double rainbow. Oh my God.
Bro, he's just reacting to clips now.
That's awesome. That is.
Wait a minute.
The whole
they
time?
paid him $10 million.
$10 million.
Do that.
Yep. Yeah.
And
So he wasn't there though?
He was there.
No, he was there.
He was there on stage. So he had his laptop hooked up to the monitor, the
And
jumbotron.
he's just showing these clips.
For a lot of it, yes. Yeah.
Wow. Not even singing. Nothing.
Yeah, you guys could discuss it. I'm gonna see if I could find any other clips of it while you guys talk.
Goodness.
I kind of did read more. Like I read more into this. So he sold his catalog a couple years ago. He was like really low on money, and he sold his catalog to make up for a lot of money that he owed because he canceled a tour a couple years ago, and so he was in debt like 24. Or he owed the entire company that was putting on the tour like 24 million, but he had to cancel it because he went through like some medical things. But so he's not allowed to sing his songs, and if he does, he has to pay who he sold his catalog to. So what he did to get around it was he looked up all his videos on YouTube and sang along to them. So that's pretty much what he was doing. That's what he's going to do next weekend too. Is he'll play his music on or from YouTube, and then he'll sing along with it, so that he doesn't have to pay the company that now owns his music. So he kind of was still trying to give a show, but a lot of the newer songs that he's released and new albums he now owns because he went independent. So now he can play those ones and play truthfully. But the older, like Baby and like just all those older songs, he can't play those without having to pay his old label company. So he just played them on YouTube and karaoke'd it because that was his way to get around it.
They wanted to pay $10 million for that?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I even wonder if they had known before the booking, like how the performance was supposed to be. That's I wonder as well, because I would assume no. And Andrew, that's I heard as well. Which I mean, once I kind of read that, I thought that was pretty cool to be able to like to find a loop around.
Yeah.
And I guess a lot of hot take, Justin Bieber wasn't my kind of music. Hot take.
You had the same hairstyle. Don't lie.
Had. My hair's on my face now.
I know, Eric. You look a little bit like him.
Right? You know what I mean? And I definitely went through that phase too. I remember high school and college. But yeah, so a lot of people love the performance. Actually, there is a lot of people getting emotional.
It's different.
Reports of people getting emotional about it, and I think it is like that's the nostalgia of it. And maybe I'm not. Like I said, it wasn't my. If it was Hey Arnold, like we were talking Hey Arnold, I was wearing that nostalgia, dude.
I guess if you're a fan, you're a fan. You know, no matter what they do, you're just excited to see them. So
yeah, I think that's what they really paid for, and then also YouTube probably played a good amount because they probably were. Yeah, they probably knew that he was going to do
premium
this.
for free, Justin. We got you, bro.
Yeah, but they probably forked up some money too, just to have him be on YouTube, their platform, the entire Coachella, and all the people that are streaming on YouTube. That's actually pretty interesting. All the people streaming it on YouTube are watching him.
It's so fun.
YouTube.
That is meta as heck. Yeah, I heard Will Ferrell was during Sabrina Carpenter's set. Yes, this is funny. I saw this part live. Yeah, let me see if I could get this going. But yeah, Andrew, that is really like YouTube kind of thing. It reminds you of that
like mind blowing.
Yeah, it reminds you of that Icy, the old Icy logo. I'm like, whoa, dude, but he's carrying
an
Icy with the polar bear on it.
And another Icy.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't like it. My culture! That's your culture, is yodeling?
The chanting was actually a...
So I saw this live and just popped it in real quick.
Like it. My culture! That's your culture, is yodeling?
The chanting.
And I instantly knew. I was like, uh-oh.
Yep.
My girl Sabrina Carpenter's finna be in trouble, dude. Yeah, because obviously there seems to be like a native yelling of what is the word I'm looking for? Like,
be careful. See, now you're walking on eggshells there, pal. What were you gonna say?
It's a chant, like an excitement, a chant of excitement is what it was.
A chant? You're gonna call it a chant?
I believe that's what it was said, and I forgot the tribe, but yeah, it's obviously a yell of excitement.
He's so
I'm gonna
nervous
get canceled right now, dude.
His hands are sweaty.
So as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh no, dude, yeah, you can't say that. You can't. And also, how tone deaf are you? You hear that, and you're like, let me just say something. It's not the yodel kid.
So what was that?
Yeah, it's like, I think she played one of the songs from Pocahontas shortly after that. I think that's what was crazy. I was like, what is she doing, dude? Oh my gosh.
Hey, that's kind of like throwing your shoe on stage, I feel like.
It feels like it's throwing your shoe on stage.
This one didn't work.
Can we make that? Can we make that?
That girl just got so much attention too.
Yeah. Oh, she issued an apology. Yeah. And I bet you it's kind of like one of those.
In a good way.
Yeah, and I bet you it's one of those situations where if she's there at that festival to see Sabrina Carpenter, she's probably like, don't worry about it, girl. Like, don't worry about it, sis. Like, come on. And I remember a band that I really like, Story So Far. They're like a punk band or whatever, and they played. They always grew up. They were always punk, mosh pits, stage diving, all that. They kind of had a big commercial success at a point. And I guess at one of their concerts, they got a lot of media attention from all the news outlets that there was a person on stage and the singer like kind of drop kicked him off the stage into the crowd, which is normal, but it happened to be a chick. And so...
Oh, we don't call them chicks.
It happened to be a woman.
Thank you.
And chula. And so, you know, everyone's just like, what the heck? How can you do that to a woman? Da da da, this and that. And he's like, this is just what happens at our shows. The woman comes out and is like, yo, like, yeah, this is what happens at the shows. Like, that was such an honor to be drop kicked from the singer from Story So Far. Like, I go to punk shows, this is what happens, you know? So it was really cool for her. The band got a little bit of slack and then instantly was like, homegirl was like, yeah, she's like, no, she was like, this is cool, this is normal, this is what we do. But no, she was totally, you know, she's rolling with the punches and shouted out. So I think, like you're saying, if you're a fan, you're going to be like, it's cool, dog.
Yeah.
Got a big old boot mark on your neck. Wow.
Yeah, I got this from seeing my favorite band, dude. Yeah, because we were talking about, like, I would pay money to get put through a table from some of my favorite wrestlers.
We just talked about that.
Yeah, we just talked about that. So, I think, go for it, Andrew.
Going back to this shoe thing, actually.
The what is it?
The shoe?
Mm-hmm.
The whole shoe throw?
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a new thing. You really threw a shoe on the stage there when you biffed something up.
Luis, you didn't tell him what you were doing? And
no, he attacked me. I was attacked, man.
No, I mean, after you did it, did you explain to him, all right, we're going to leave it up there until they walk on stage?
No, just...
He tried to explain. He's like, it's going to be so funny. They're going to be like, who threw the shoe up here? And I'm like, it's not going to be that funny. I'm going to be in a sock. In one sock and one shoe, dude.
They were mismatched socks, too.
Yeah. Oh, that's that. One had like a big hole on the heel. Also, like, I don't even like walking barefooted in like a hotel.
It's a...
Yeah, in a hotel room. I'm wearing my flippy floppies, bro. Like, this fool wanted me go in an independent movie theater.
So you went to go grab it during the show?
I had to, man. It was either that.
All I heard is down in front.
But the look on your face was priceless, you know, when
down in front.
That clip where you're like looking up, like it's like, oh my god,
yeah,
I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah, I chose to be here with him. Oh my gosh. Yeah. There was a lot of thoughts that were going on. I was like, I think I did give you a nice little,
Checo.
Yeah, a nice little punch in the crotch for that. As soon as I got up, I was like,
Yeah. You missed.
Sorry, dude. My hands are friggin' not that small.
Yeah. You missed.
Bingo, bango. Well, we're going to WrestleMania in this upcoming weekend. I'm looking forward to Thursday. I'm going to be going to Joshua Tree, Pioneer Town, going to a legendary venue in Pioneer Town to go see Remember Sports. Shout out Remember Sports. Let's go.
Remember Sports.
Yee! And then we'll be coming back down, then hitting straight to Vegas and going to WrestleMania, coming back Sunday?
Sure.
Wow, what
right
a weekend.
On. Yeah, hopefully Sunday. We'll see. We'll see if we come back Sunday. But I know we're going to be seeing a lot of cool wrestling and all that, but nothing as cool as this, unfortunately. And it is right here. A little independent wrestling.
Oh, well, we've seen this before. That is a barbed wire keyblade.
Audio only. We are watching a lady with a barbed wire keyblade. I'm a big nerd. Kingdom Hearts is
that a lady?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite video game ever. I have it tattooed on me. So when this came upon my feed, I was like, "Yup, this is my new favorite wrestler." Keyblade, barbed wire keyblade. And I love that the announcers are like,
she just like hit him with that thing.
Yeah, and you know the announcers, they know ball. They make a lot of references to Kingdom Hearts. They're like, oh yeah. So is this what we're gonna be seeing in WrestleMania or anything like this?
We can go to a lot of indie shows for sure.
Yeah, looking forward to doing that. Anything you want to plug while we're there? Well, I mean, before we go.
I'm excited, man. I think I'm looking forward to doing more on the street. Hopefully, we both can get on camera and have maybe hire a cameraman. I'm sure Rob will hold his beer.
What about your
Danny?
golden retriever homie?
Dog boy?
Yeah, 24 hours.
Shout out, Danny. Yeah, he doesn't like crowds.
Oh, okay, yes, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
So it'll be a fun time. Do you want to plug your not-for-profit again before we get out of here?
Hey. This
Let me
is
get this off the
Melinda,
screen for us.
Christine Melinda Peart, and my nonprofit is Refocus on You. And like I said again, we help those who have been diagnosed with an illness. They can't explain it and they don't know what. We provide educational classes. And Eric, I forgot another thing too. We are going to be doing a new program with the youth. especially the system impacted. You know, a lot of them don't know about their health, and so we're going to be providing health education as well as leadership, as well as how to get a job, building confidence. So we're going to be starting that program soon.
Oh,
So,
awesome! Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And where can everyone keep up with that?
Go online. You can view us www.refocusontheletteru.org. Again, refocusonu.org.
Let's go. We'll have the link in our bio for this episode as well. We got
Thank
you, of course,
Appreciate you.
And where are you based out of again?
We're in Redlands, but we serve the entire Inland Empire.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I want to say thanks again for taking the time being part of the show and rocking that extra hour with
Hey,
us. Let's go.
Hey, I'm donating my
Yeah.
time.
You know what? I would like to donate my time to you.
Appreciate
and I would definitely like to mentor anybody. Just the interview process. You know
That
what I
would
mean?
be
I think
great.
that's something that
That
I've
would be
always.
great. Yeah, because you've got a lot of youth that again,
sure.
like we talked about earlier, trouble with jobs or just motivational, building courage, and they need that. They look up to you guys.
Just
they need
the
that.
simple fact of what to wear to an interview.
Oh my God, that is so important.
It's
501s don't work?
No,
Eric
501s
would definitely not get
501s
hired.
in a Pendleton isn't cool.
Yeah.
That is so true. You come in there looking all kind of crazy, and then you wonder
Yeah.
why you didn't get the job.
Yep.
And so, yeah, we want to build that. We want to build that. That person up, build that. That young lady up, that young man up. Give them the confidence that they need, that they can walk in there and say, hey, I'm such and such. This is what I do. This is what I know, and
Yep.
makes a big difference. So yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
1000%.
Thank you, Eric. What about your time?
I donated Eric's
Well,
time.
I was going to say, I would like
Yeah.
for you to donate your time to help me talk to women and figure out how to talk to women.
Oh, I can do that. I can do that, Eric. I can do that all day long.
But yeah, I would love to donate an hour or more to engineering, to teaching.
Sure, that would be great.
Yeah, any way that we can get
That would
behind
be
that.
great.
we
Appreciate
got
it.
Of course,
Thank
of course.
you.
Andrew, you got anything to say before we get out of here, bro?
No, I'd also love to donate my time.
Hey,
as well.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I definitely.
This is Big Berkeley Dog too.
Okay.
He actually went to a real school.
But I would definitely love to be a part of that. I think it's really important. It's something that I've been talking about a lot lately. Is feel like that's a big part of who I am and who I feel like I need to be
Yeah.
there to help. And I just feel like I'm not serving my my purpose and calling, and I'm missing that. And so
Yeah.
I would definitely love to be involved and help where I can and give help anywhere that you need it.
I appreciate it, guys. I mean, this is just real talk. I mean, you've got these young kids, and like I said, especially the system impacted anywhere from 18 to 30 years of age. And, when they hit 18, they're out on the streets. And a lot of them, probably don't keep in touch with their family members, or maybe they don't have anyone that they can talk to or be around. And so, men like you guys, it's really appreciated.
She called me a man.
Of course.
Your bro-
Of course. We're on air.
That's the first time it's ever happened.
But really, I mean, you guys got to give yourself a pat on the back. Really,
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'll
you
take
do.
that. I'll take that.
You do.
I'm a man.
star.
Maybe
I'm a big,
don't sign
strong
Eric
man.
up for the mentorship
I'm
program.
a big, strong. Hold on.
Eric stays away from mentorship.
So, like, that's my brother.
This is for my daughter and this is for my mom. See, guys, I told you.
Right.
So, like, I want a reassignment. I'm gonna show up, dude. Jesus.
How do they get worse after me? Well, thank you guys for tuning in as always. Andrew, anything else before? I kind of cut you off a
thank
little
you
bit.
so much for coming on. I really appreciate it, and thank you guys, Eric, Luis.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Andrew. Thank you.
She said no,
no.
and she flipped me off. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Our new
Wow,
intern is
dude.
out of
Interns.
pocket,
Jesus,
dude.
out of control.
Respect. No, I'm like Rodney Dangerfield in this piece.
Oh, man.
Fixing my tie. Thank you, listeners, for tuning in as always. We appreciate you. Don't forget to check out palmtreesandprogress.com. Palm Trees and Progress presents on all streaming platforms. Give us a like, subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, all of that. Don't forget to check out our new series that we started, Mic Check with artists. If you're an artist who wants to kind of showcase your talent or whatever, reach out, slide in Andrew's DMs. His girlfriend loves that for some reason. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. Check out Mic Check every Monday. Palm Trees in Progress on everything. Appreciate you guys. Check you guys next week. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.